Okay, so since September, the US has carried out at least 17 strikes on boats in international waters in Central and Latin America, which right leaning headlines are emphasizing words like anti narco and terrorist and drug trafficking, while the left is really highlighting the death and the killing, using words like allegedly, which these are very different takes on the exact same event, which is why, I'll say again, we shouldn't be getting our news from just one source, but I think you already know that. But this might also be making you wonder, like, can they do that? And my answer is, well, they have, so kind of, yeah, they can. A little bit of historical context. Since 9/11, Congress has given the president somewhat of a blank check for limited military strikes, as long as the administration can prove that the targets are connected to foreign enemies, which is something Trump has not done yet with any of the people killed in these most recent attacks. But also as a historian, let's be real. Throughout our history, US presidents have kind of treated the Western Hemisphere as like one big loophole as far as war and military power is concerned. The Monroe Doctrine and Roosevelt Corollary are basically just a presidential dibs system on military action in Latin America. And honestly, I wasn't even sure what to make of these most recent attacks, so I opened up my new favorite resource, Ground News, and I got to work. So they had already compiled over 200 sources reporting on just this most recent attack in the Caribbean, and each source was presented with clear labels reflecting that publication's political leanings, factuality rating, and ownership. Since I had already read a few articles that I knew were from left-leaning sources, I then filtered my search to only show me those with a center or right bias so that I was able to see how everyone was explaining these events. I was also able to compile a general list of facts that kind of everyone seemed to agree on from both a national and international perspective. As someone who really likes to do my research when I'm reading the news, it made this process so much easier. I cannot recommend Ground News enough. It's the media literacy tool that we all desperately need right now. And you can use my link, groundnews.com/antisocial, to subscribe for 40% off. They are entirely subscriber funded, which is what allows them to be free from ads and any other corporate or governmental influence, which we want, right? So go support them, subscribe, and start chipping away at that echo chamber.